What's going on, guys? It's been a couple weeks since I've done one of these What the Whats. Actually, I did one right before Memorial Day. But anyways, I thought I'd give you kind of some of the things that are running through my head. So hopefully through the COVID thing, not exactly sure, haven't taken another test. You can hear it just a little bit, but my energy feels great. Can't smell or taste a darn thing, which is crazy. We've got, you know what the worst part of this quarantining has been is that we've got freaking fruit flies right now. So it's not a big deal to spend every day all day with Chuck, but having fruit flies in the house has absolutely driven me crazy. And I'm actually sitting right here right next to some traps, a little vinegar, can't smell it. No clue. Anyways, so speaking of can't smell, can't taste. So, honestly, it took me, 2 years to get COVID. So this is the first time I've had it, kind of wild. And if you guys know me, I'm kind of a nerd about it's a test, it's a thought, what do I say? So I've been telling clients forever, when you get sick, don't drop junk on feeling like junk, right? Eat good food, slow down, don't worry about working out. Your body is pleading you to take care of it. And so honestly, thank God I got to practice what I preached, right? So last Tuesday felt like garbage, slept all day. Chuck actually did a workout and I was like, I am not even interested in that. Wednesday, nothing. So through the rest of the week, we did not do anything. It wasn't until Sunday that we were like, okay, we think we feel better, right? So been a little bit of time through it. Hadn't lost our taste yet, I don't think. That came a little bit later. But just letting you know, it was okay to slow down. Yeah, was it, at some points kind of boring and you want to go do something, but that's kind of testament to it being a habit, right? So we work out every day. And so during that time, you're kind of like, well, what do I do with myself? Well, unfortunately at that time, I didn't feel great. I didn't want to do anything. But then we started feeling a little bit better, whatever, get back into it. And now that time slot that we always have for working out is just sitting there. And that's when the itch starts to happen. Should I do something? Should I do a little bit more? And that's just testament to building a lifestyle and a time frame that you have every day, and that habit is there. It's hard to just, start knitting, or I don't even care about knitting. I was just trying to think of something else that you just randomly stick in that time. But having that time carved out makes your brain go, oh, normally I'd be working out. And then you're like, oh, I want to be working out. I want to go do something. So anyways, there's that. So then the taste and smell thing has been wild, right? So my dinner last night could have been flaming hot garbage and I wouldn't know. But you know what I'm not doing? Not eating junk just because. A couple kind of things. It's pretty amazing how much even we use food as entertainment, right? Making dinner is fun and thinking about the different recipes, or we want to go get ice cream today, so maybe we're going to work that in. And when you can't taste it, one, it's a little bit boring, and two, there's no reason to eat really anything random, right? If I were to, one day Chuck was like, if we're getting quarantined every day, I want Marco's Pizza. And I'm like, all right. So I went and looked it up. Pizza bowls, actually kind of interesting. Was looking forward to it. Not going to be able to taste it. So why am I going to go spend money and try something out when I can't even taste it, right? It just doesn't make any sense. So, my food has been incredibly bland. I'm not adding salt or seasoning or anything. Honestly, the only things I can taste is salt and sugar, because taste comes from smell. Actually, your tongue only has bitter, sour, salty, sweet, whatever, the different pieces are. So I get my turkey feels like it is just the saltiest thing because that's all my senses are picking up. Or I am still putting Splenda in my very plain oats because at least it tastes sweet. Don't even know the peanut butter's in there, but need the fat macro. So, just letting you know, a couple things that I've thought about is when people are like, oh, when you start eating sweets, your body just craves them. Not really so much, right? Because it's more of a habit. I haven't craved anything other than the ability to feel normal again. So, to that point, if you saw my post last night with dinner, it was still good things. It was still sirloin with olive oil and squash and zucchini, because there's no reason to drown my feelings in food that I can't taste. Doesn't make any sense. There's no reason to pass up good nutrition when I have it all at my house, right? So I've built a pretty ironclad house. Yeah, granted, I've noticed the past couple of days I've had tortillas with cheese and meat because I like the texture of a tortilla and the gooiness of a cheese, and I need some meat. So am I doing less of all the vegetables and things? Yeah, to some extent, but I still have it in breakfast. I still have it in dinner and snacks and things like that. So again, it's more of, wow, it's been like, this is what it's like when your habits of what you think is soothing kind of gets thrown out the window and you just get to look at the numbers. So even my Clio bars at night, I freaking love chocolate and I love ice cream, and I'm having it out of habit and because it fits, but don't even really know much about it when it comes to taste. So hopefully it'll return, because it's pretty trippy. It's nice to be human and have all these things. But yeah, so that's part one of this. If you guys have any thoughts or similar questions, please don't tell me that your taste and smell have been gone for the past 2 years, because I just can't stomach hearing that. And hopefully, I'm going to take a test on Friday. Hopefully this COVID is crush it. Let me know if you know anything about how long it takes to have a false negative. I think by tomorrow I should be fine per the CDC, but I don't know. Don't really know how it works. Anyways, and back to working out, really sore. Okay, so then speaking of that and summer heat, so I know some of you Oregon people were talking about like outstanding crazy humidity out there, or I've seen some of you guys post about how cold it is. Rachel in New Jersey, I'm sure it's not anything like the heat index here today is 107, and I don't even know the humidity, but I know it's hot. So a lot of the times over summer, I get two really big questions. One, what do you eat when you're not hungry and it's hot? And that's really when I go to salads and fresh fruit and things that are okay served cold, like deli meat and tuna and things like that. You're not making soups and chili and heavy feeling hearty things, because warm things are filling. They create a warm feeling. I can't think of the word right now. It's totally blanking me. Anyways, they make you feel full. So staying away from those kind of things and going to something more refreshing. Just remember that we have to be specific about salads, and that they're not just tons of dressing and cheese and nuts and eggs and things that end up being really fatty. We want to keep them light and refreshing. If you haven't tried the vinegar and Splenda trick that my parents taught me, it is awesome. It is so refreshing, and it's like maybe 3 carbs, maybe could even be less if you pick the right vinegar. So give that a shot. Part 2, dehydration and hunger pangs are damn near identical. So a lot of the times when we feel hungry, your body might just be like, please give me water. So before you just had a big meal and just start hoofing everything down around your kitchen, try drinking water. Also putting electrolytes in it. Electrolytes are literally salt. So you could take Himalayan pink salt and just put a little chunk in your mouth and kind of roll it around. We have a lot of Propel and Gatorade zero drink mixes so that we could get some added electrolytes, which is really crazy because I can't taste any of them right now. And so it's like, why would I even drink that? But I need it. And last part, your pee, we're going to talk about pee. Your pee should actually be a light yellow. So completely clear, honestly, you could be flushing your system of too much. I had a doctor tell me, like, you're drinking entirely too much water. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I can't have a ton of anything. Apparently not. So you want to have a very light yellow, like, is that yellow? I think it's yellow, but not completely clear. And definitely yellow is not great. So if it's the color of this little thing on my shirt, you need to drink some water. So that's probably the best way for you to really see. People like to put a number to it. They do say 1 ounce per pound of body weight, but I think it's better to see what your body's telling you, right? You have the best feedback right there. So when you pee, what color is it? If it's yellow, let's knock it. Let's knock some water back. Probably having like a sodium or an electrolyte of 1 time per day is just enough. You don't need to overdo that either. Anything in moderation, nothing in excess, right? So anyways, put that back in you. Keep an eye on it through your pee. And yeah, just stay healthy, guys. It's way more fun to be healthy. Keep your routine, keep your time frames. Build a lifestyle that's easy to just snap right back into. As soon as we felt good, we started going again. Again, you can still hear it a little bit with me, but back to doing my morning cardio, back to doing the workouts, and feeling pretty good. So I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. Eat good things, enough of them, right stuff. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya.